Hi guys, for the class today you're gonna need a soft ball. If you don't have a soft ball, you can practice the same exercise without. I'm gonna put the ball same level of my shoulder blades, and I'm gonna put my hands behind my head. Inhale to lean back, exhale crunch, in, exhale. So the important thing is that my lower back is never moving, my hips are stable. I'm trying at the moment to warm up all my upper core. Position of my neck is chin and chest. You're gonna have a fist in between. Exhale. For your warm up, you can arrive until 16 crunch. 5 more. Exhale. Release, scoop your core in and up. Exhale to crunch. 3 more. 2 more. In the last repetition, we try to make this exercise a little bit harder. We're going to bring the right leg in tabletop. Inhale to lean back. Exhale to crunch. 7 more. 7. So let's review about the position tabletop. So tabletop means that your right knee is in perfect line with your right hip. 4 more. So make sure that as you crunch, that your left hip is perfectly stable. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. We're going to make a little bit harder the exercise. As I'm going to inhale, I lean back and extend your right leg forward. Exhale, crunch. 7. In. And I try to be stable as much as I can, also with my left leg. 6 more. 5. And really focus on your powerhouse. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. I will make a little bit harder. Next step. I'm gonna crunch, lift my right leg up toward the sky. Inhale to release the leg and release my upper body. Exhale for 2. In. 3. In. 4. In. 5. In. Lengthen. 6. In. Exhale. Last one. And gentle release. I'm going to repeat all the sequence in the opposite side. Engaging my core muscle and try not to lift the leg using my thigh and my hip flexor. As I exhale, I hold the position first. I'm going to lift the left leg in tabletop and exhale to crunch. In to release. Exhale for 2. In. Exhale for 3. So the feeling is like that my leg is not too heavy because I'm trying to lift my leg using my core and not using my thigh and hip flexor. So make sure that the movement starts from your center, from your powerhouse. 4. Slow and gentle. 3 more. 2 more. Gonna make exercise a little bit harder. Next step. As I extend the left leg, I would suggest the same level of the opposite knee. I'm gonna lean back. Exhale, crunch. If your core is much stronger, you can try to extend a little bit lower your leg. Exhale to crunch. 6 more. 6. 5 more. 5. 4. 3. 2 more. Last one. I keep my leg extended. As I exhale, I crunch, lift my left leg up, 90-degree angle. In to lower. Exhale for 7. Into lower. 6. In. 5. In. 4. In. 3. In. 2. In. 1. Small rest. For the second part of our sequence, we're gonna work your obliques. I'm gonna keep my feet on the ground, hands behind my neck. As I exhale, I twist toward my left hand side, I crunch, and I try to lift both shoulder blades off from the bone. Inhale to come back. Exhale, spiral, crunch, and come back. Exhale. So don't think to reach with your elbow, your knee. Instead, imagine that your armpit wants to reach your knee. 4. Hips completely down and stable. As I'm crossing toward my left side, my right knee is perfectly still. So the goal is to lift both shoulder blades off from the wall. And make sure that your eyes, your sight is follow the movement. If you think that your knees are moving, maybe place a TheraBand or something around your knees to make sure that your knees are perfectly still. After that we finish our 16, we make the movement a little bit high. When I lift my right leg in tabletop, as I crunch and twist. And swap, stabilize first, exhale. Into lower. Exhale to crunch and twist. Into lower. For 5. In 4. Exhale for 4. In 3. In 2 more. In 1 more. We make a little bit harder. I'm gonna twist toward my right leg and hold. I'm gonna extend my left arm against my right knee. I'm gonna hold for 8. An isometric way, 7. I'm gonna strengthen my obliques. 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, and I release. Same thing, opposite side. So I'm pivoting toward the left side, anchoring my hips, right hand against the left knee, and I'm gonna hold, really feeling my obliques working for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Small breaths. I'm gonna remove for 1 second the ball, and I start again the second part. Second part, we're gonna put the ball this time on the same level of the shoulder blades. I'm gonna hold the crunch, scooping the core in and up, making feet, knees, and hips perfectly in line. I'm gonna keep my neck long with the neck pulling between chin and chest. Straight your arms with small circles for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, open your chest, 5, 4, 3, and reverse, 8, 7, 6, free breath, 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm gonna draw a big circle. Lift the arms up toward the sky. Open the arms wide. Pull the arms toward your hips. For 8, I'm using my back muscle as I pull the arms toward my hips. 4, in to lift. Exhale to pull. 3, 2 more. 1 more. And reverse. Open on the side. Make sure that your arms are not higher than your shoulders. Lift up. Move forward. So what you may need to make sure is that your arms are always inside the peripheral vision. And I really engage my shoulder blades and my back muscle to make sure that also my shoulders are not lifting up. 2 more. Really keep this contraction active. Last one. And we do a little bit, a small movement of dancing. So I'm going to lift my arms, one arm up, one arm forward, and then swap. Can be a dancing movement or our simple scissor that we know already from the previous classes. Exhale, inhale when the arms meet. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. I'm going to now rest my core and start warming up my inner thighs. I'm going to put the ball same between my knees. I'm in a neutral spine, so pubic bone in line with my hips in a flat triangle. So I should create that same small gap in between the lower back and the neck. As I exhale, I squeeze the ball using the inner thighs. Inhale, release the ball. Let's aim at 16. So what we want to focus is making sure that I'm using my inner thigh and not too much my hip flexor. So if you're using a magic circle and the magic circle is too heavy, usually the ball is a good compromise, especially for people that have hip flexor pain. Now, as much as I squeeze the ball, I suck my belly in and up, and I close my rib cage. And as I inhale, open the legs, breathing from the side of my rib cage, and exhale. 8, 7, long breath, 6. Scoop your core in and up. Close your rib cage, shoulders down, long neck. Exhale. If 16 repetitions are not enough for you, you can do 3 sets of 16 reps. Last one. And release. Now, I have the connection of the core, I have the connection of the inner thighs. I'm ready to start my sequence. I'm going to bring my legs in tabletop, lifting my legs from my core. Okay? My legs are going to be completely together this time. So imagine that you're squeezing a ball and really engage your inner thighs, making sure that your calves are parallel to the ground. I'm going to lift the arms up, 90-degree angle. As I exhale and lift my chin toward your chest, I'm going to put the ball on top of my shins and gentle come back down. Exhale, crunch. Grab the ball and gentle release. So it's super important that my calf, my legs are stable in order to keep the stability of the ball. Exhale. In. At least 4 more. Exhale. 4. Exhale up. 3. Exhale up. 2. And 1. If 8 repetitions are not enough, you can increase until 16. In my last repetition, I'm going to crunch and hold. I'm going to put the ball in between my knees. I'm going to straight the arms align with my hips. And I'm ready for my 100. During the 100, I'm going to swallow 5 breathe in from your nose. With 5 breathe out from your mouth. If this variation needs to easy, you're going to keep the ball in between your knees and extend both legs up 90-degree angle. So make sure that you breathe in from your nose for 5 and breathe out for 5. So that's a good exercise. Also, if you're a little bit more beginner, keep your feet down. So I'm going to strengthen my core muscle. I'm going to strengthen my lungs during my 5 breathe in from my nose and 5 breathe out from my mouth. It's also really good for the blood circulation. 50 more. In for 5. Out for 5. 60. In for 5. Out for 5. 70. In for 5. Out for 5. 80. In for 5. Out for 5. 90. In for 5. Out for 5. And gentle release. Wash the right. Wash to the left. I'm going to focus now in my obliques as we did in the beginning of the class. I'm going to grab the ball, engage in my core muscle. I'm going to bring the legs in tabletop position. Legs together, engaging my inner thighs and lift my arms up toward the sky. As I exhale, I twist toward the right hand side, trying to lift both shoulder blades off from the mat. In onto lower. Exhale. At least 8 repetitions. In. Exhale for 3. In. Exhale for 4. In. Exhale for 5. In. Exhale for 6. Exhale from your mouth. Last one. From there, we make a little bit harder. 8 more with the intermediate variation. I'm going to crunch toward my right hand side. I'm going to extend the left. Then you come back, bend. Then you come back. Exhale, twist toward my left. Slowly with control, extend my right leg. Gentle, come back. Exhale, twist. Straighten the left leg. Come back. Exhale, crunch. Hold. Extend. Come back. 2 more. Exhale for 2. Stretch. Bend. Last one. Extend. And have a small rest. And gentle ankles. So we do another variation of the crisscross, much similar to the real exercise. I'm gonna lift my legs up in 90-degree angle. As I inhale, I twist toward my right hand side and extend the left leg simultaneously. Exhale, I swap in a dynamic way. Inhale toward my right, exhale toward my left. At least the other end. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the important thing is always the feeling of opposition. As my knee reach my chest, opposite leg aim forward. 4 more. For 4, both legs up. 3, 2 more. 2, last one. And gentle come back. Slowly with control, hands under your knees. And you roll back up. Let's start speaking about roll up. So first I'm gonna extend both legs forward, okay? Straight the arms and gentle roll back. I'm gonna mobilize my spine. I'm gonna keep the ball in between my hands, arms in line with my ears. Flex your feet back. As I exhale, I lift my chin toward my chest and I roll forward your spine. I'm dropping the belly toward my spine. Arms parallel to my legs and gentle roll up. Lift your chin toward your chest. Exhale, roll forward into stay. Exhale, gentle roll back. So remember that the aim is not just strengthen your core, it's to mobilize your spine. 4 more. In and resist in the way back. Resist, resist, resist. 3 more. Resist, resist, resist. 2 more. And go back and resist, resist, resist. Of the roll out, you can do usually around 8 to 10 repetitions. We're ready now for a variation of this exercise. So I'm gonna bend the knees, feet, knees and hips in line. Straight my arms forward, shoulders down, neck long. As I exhale, ground my spine back in a position where I'm feeling comfortable with my back, with my core and with my legs. I'm gonna bring the ball behind my spine. For 1, for 3 times. 2, and 3. And I do the same opposite circle. 1, and I try to keep everything stable. 2, it seems easy, it's not. 3. I'm gonna make it a little bit harder. If you can, try not to rest in between the sets. I'm gonna extend my legs, and ideally you should go a little bit more backward. Respect what you did before. 1, 2, 3. Opposite and reverse. 1, 2, and 3. Gentle Arms up, chin toward your chest. I roll the spine forward. Gonna bend my knees. I roll back halfway, and I'm gonna bring my legs in tabletop. We start with simple toe tap. 8, 7, so I'm using my upper core and my lower core. 6, open your elbows wide, using your back muscle. 3, in to lift, exhale to lower. I'm gonna make it a little bit harder. I'm gonna move the ball under my knees while I keep going, doing a fluid toe tap. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Small rest. I'm going to make it a little bit harder. So roll halfway back and extending my legs up toward the sky. Scissor. 8, 7. I'm going to alternate the legs. 4, 3, 2. And we make harder. So during the scissor, we try to bring the leg in between. The ball in between the legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And small rest. 8 simple rolling like a ball. I'm gonna put the ball in between my heels and my glutes. Okay? Ideally, one day your head will be in between your knees. Open the elbows wide. I'm gonna strengthen my core and balance. Inhale to roll back. Exhale to roll up. In and out. So we're rolling like a ball. We do around 10 reps. 8 to 10. Inhalation to roll back. Exhalation to roll up. 5 more. 5, 4, 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And then you hold. And when you hold, you try to bring the heels to your glutes. Open the elbows wide and really bring your head in between your knees. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Small rest. We keep going now a little bit with mobility of the femur inside the socket plus a little bit of core. So we start with the ball under your left foot. If this is too hard, you're just going to put the ball away and put the foot on the ground. So as you can see, the ball is creating instability. So I really need to engage my core in order to be stable. I'm going to bring my right leg up toward the sky. First movement is simple. I'm going to lower my right leg forward. Inhale to lift my leg up for 8 count. So what is important is that the shape in between my ribs and my hips is always the same. 6 more. 6. Exhale. 5. Exhale to lower. Okay? So what is important in order to keep my spine neutral is that I use my core muscle. Otherwise, as soon as I lower the leg, I arch. Okay? Last one. And gentle release. Now we make a little bit harder. If you want more instability, palm facing up. If you want easier, if you're a beginner, place your hands facing down. I'm going to lift my right leg up toward the sky. Leg and foot turn out. I'm going to bring the leg toward the left shoulder. Forward, right knee, up. So I'm basically drawing a circle. It is not too wide. I'm respecting the shape of my shoulder. And I'm engaging my obliques to keep my hip down. Okay? Exhale. 4 more. 4, 3, 8 repetition, opposite side. So external rotation with my leg. Slightly soften your right knee. Toward the right, forward, left, and up. 7 more. We already started this exercise in the first class, in the beginner mat. So the rules are the same. Okay? How low you decide from your core. So if your core is strong, you can lower a little bit more your leg. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And gentle release. I'm going to extend now my left leg forward and keep my right leg in tabletop. Now, as you exhale, using your hamstring and glute muscle, you're going to bend the left leg and extend the right. In, exhale. In and out. So the main muscle I'm using is, of course, my core, but also the back of my leg. 4 more. Try to lift both shoulder blades off if it's possible. 2 more. And I'm going to focus now on the obliques. So I'm lifting my chin toward my chest. I crunch toward my right hand side. Extend and bend. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last, and come back. Everything we've done now with the opposite side. So I'm going to have my right foot on top of the ball. I'm engaging my core muscle and lift the left leg up toward the sky, making sure that my hips and rib cage have the same space. Right hand side, left hand side. Exhale to lower, in to lift. 7 more. 7, 6, up, 5, up, 4 more. 4, up, 3, up, 2, and 1. Hug the left knee toward your chest. Bring the left leg up toward the sky. Left leg turn up. Inhale to draw the circle. Exhale up. So I really need to use my obliques in order to keep my hips stable. 5 more. 5, 4, accent up. 3, 2, and 1. Hug the left knee toward your chest. Opposite side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, core, 2 more. Last one. And gentle, hug the knee toward your chest. Extend the right leg forward. Left leg toward your chest. And swap. I bend my right knee and extend my left leg. 7 more. 7. Exhale. 6. Inhale to straighten the leg. 5. Exhale. 4. Inhalation to extend the right leg. Exhalation to bend the right knee toward your chest. 2 more. 1 more. And reverse. So we work now your obliques. 8, 7, 6 more. 5 more. 4 more. Try to lift both sides up. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Small rest. Now, to really release a little bit your lower back, I'm going to put the ball under my tailbone. And it's so important, tucking under my pelvis, bringing my pubic bone higher than my hips, and roll my pelvis forward in anti-version. So I'm bringing my hips higher than my pubic bone. And again, exhale. Inhale to move my pelvis forward. Exhale. In. Exhale. In. 4 more. In. 3. In. And that is our last step. We're trying to find the neutral. So trying to send as much as we can, pubic bone in line with the hips. And I finish with a little bit of lower core. So I'm going to bring my legs in tabletop. As always, as we said, the ball in this case is going to create instability on my pelvis. So I need really to engage my core in order to be strong and anchored down. Exhale, lower the left foot on the ground. Inhale to lower. Exhale. In. 8 more plates. 8. Exhale, 7. In. 6 more. In. 5. In. 4. In. 3. In. Really focus on my lower core. 2 more. And don't shorten my waist. And stay. Now, second part, I'm going to move and swap both legs in the air. Slowly, I change my legs. Into stay. Exhale to change. Into stay. Exhale to change. Into hold. Exhale. Really slow. And really imagine that your legs are floating in the air. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Small rest. Now we try to make it a little bit harder with double toe tap. If the double toe tap is too hard, you're going to skip it. Exhale with your toes, try to reach the ground, wherever position is comfortable with your back. Inhale to lift. Exhale. In. 6 more. In. 5 more. In. 4 more. In. 3 more. Exhale. Really open your chest, make long your neck. Last one. Small rest. A couple of rolling back and forward with your pelvis if you need. You're going to enter in the second part of the exercise. So engaging your lower core, bring your legs up. Single leg stretch. Exhale as I extend my right leg forward. Inhale to come back in tabletop. Exhale to stretch. In to come back. 6 more. In. 5 more. In. 4 more. In. 3 more. In. 2 more. and a little bit more dynamic. In and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Smooth rest. Both legs lower and lift. Exhale to lower. In to lift. 8 reps. So it's up to you and up to your core how strong it is to lower your legs forward. 5 more. 5. Exhale. 4 more. 3 more. Last one. And scissor. So I'm going to move one leg toward my nose as much as I can, and the opposite leg aim in the opposite direction. Try to open your legs more or less even, like a scissor. Exhale when you split your legs. Inhale when your legs are parallel. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And the frog. Exhale to extend. Both legs 45-degree angle. So really focus on squeezing your inner thighs, engaging your heels together. Exhale to extend and squeeze. Into bend. 8 more. Imagine to extend my legs from my glutes muscle. 6 more. In. 5 more. In. 4. In. 3. In. 2 more. Last one. And gentle release. We're ready now to stretch 1 second. So I'm just sitting on my heels for child pose to relax a little bit my lower back. And I'm gonna hold for 16 seconds. With my arms, I try to aim forward, while with my sacrum, with my tailbone, I am perfectly down. Gentle release, hands and shoulders in line, knees aligned with my hips, cat and cow. Exhale to tuck under my tailbone. Drop your neck. Inhale to release. Exhale. In. 6 more. 6. 5 more. 4 more. 2. Slowly, with control, we're entering a down-facing dog position. If you need to soften your knees slightly, soften your knees. Send your tailbone up toward the sky and your and your heels down toward the ground. Slowly, I walk with my hands until my feet and gentle release.